Welcome to Midvale Speedway, July 17th, 1999. We're having a special compact feature on the big track to start the program tonight. And we got a couple new drivers out there tonight. Well, one, especially number 25, just came in real late. We had another driver, number 15, and during qualifying, he cracked the wall, and I believe he's done for the evening. Kelly McNutt will bring him in car 36. On the outside of him is Mike Royer. Kevin Locker in 29.
Should get a green flag in there.
Here we go. Paul up in the wall. Tim Nagel moving up in car 8 on the outside. Tammy Rupner in 7. Vic Martin. Oh, 25's into the wall.
That 25 car, Scott Archer from Canton, Ohio, and the yellow flag is out.
Caution's out on the track. Okay, Kevin Locker will bring him in at 29. Mike Royer in 2nd. Tammy Rupner 3rd. We got a green. Tim Nagel moving on the outside of Mike Royer. Josh Grove trying to move up in car 21. Kelly McNutt out of shape, got her back going. Kevin Locker hanging on that lead. Side by side, Vince Martin back there and Mike Garbrandt. Going to turn 3. 29 is able to hang on. Caution out of the track. Got a caution. Scott Archer, first time out in 25. 6 laps in, I believe, and 6 to go. Kevin Locker and Tim Nagel bring them in.
Tim Nagel does look to the outside. They're back in the field with number 7 car. Tammy Rupner and Kelly McNutt up on top of the 6 car. Up Mike Martin. Rear-ended him a little bit.
Kelly McNutt almost went over the top of
Kelly, end over end right there. Looks like Tammy Rupner has a radiator problem, or maybe that's the 36 car actually.
Kelly's able to continue. He's on the pits. Must have lost the radiator. Okay, Kevin Locker, Tim Nagel, Josh Grove, Mike Royer, Collins, Vince Martin, Mike Garbrandt, Shane Villager, and Mike Martin out there racing. And they get together a little bit, not a whole lot. Tim might have him this time.
He's got a good run on Kevin Locker on the inside. Going into corner number 3. It's going to be side by side. Now, single file coming out.
Tim Nagel into the lead. Josh Grove in that third spot as Kevin Locker drifts high. Curtis Collins in fourth at 66. Mike Royers 26. 48, 10, 6, and 1 out there.
I don't believe the number 6 car is coming right in the back of the field. It's screwed up his aerodynamics.
Ross Groves, Vince Smart gets underneath Mike Garbrandt, pardon me, in 48. Tim Nagel is still your leader. Kevin Locker in second. White flag is out. Into turn 3, one more time.
Mike Martin rounds out the field in the number 6 car.
Out of 4. Tim Nagel, Kevin Locker, Josh Grove, Curtis. Oh! Got a wheel coming off Mike Garbrandt, or Mike Royer, excuse me.
And he's going to stop before he gets to the start finish line.
Been a long time since we've seen a wheel fly off here at Midvale Speedway.
Because it only had half of its front wheels, and their front wheels.
And he pulls to a stop up there, car number 8. Your winner of the extra feature here tonight in the compact class, July 17th, Tim Nagel.
Nice round of applause for Tim Nagel.
Okay, moving into the late models. Chad Squires in 26. Mark Stryker 77. Ryan Tedesco in 1. Bob Scott 44. Kenny Stevens 21. And Ron J. Bird Jr. in 22. First of 2 heats. Here we go. Chad Squires 44 and Mark Stryker and Ryan Tedesco.
You cannot win a race in 1 lap.
Bob Scott's able to continue. All tore up. Going to be Chad Squires. Here we go. Mark Stryker, Ryan Tedesco, Bob Scott, Kenny Stevens, and Ron J. Bird Jr. Ryan Tedesco slides in the lead, but here comes Mark Stryker back on the inside. They're side by side. Side by side, Mark Stryker on the inside in 77. Ryan Tedesco on the outside in 1. Bob Scott right there in 3rd. Then Ron J. Bird Jr. and Kenny Stevens. Tedesco now into the lead. Mark Stryker second, Bob Scott third, Kenny Stevens, and then Ron J. Bird Jr. Bob Scott, slide a little bit. Into turn 3, out of 4, here he comes. Ryan Tedesco, Mark Stryker, Bob Scott, and Kenny Stevens. Ryan Tedesco, your winner. Okay, moving to the second heat. Bobby Allensworth, bring him in car number 3. Farmer Smith in 7, Bob Sibla 63, Brian Volk in 30, AP ran 57, and Jeff Smith in 34. Bobby Allensworth out in front in car 3. Hot on the outside, Farmer Smith. Sibla in 83, trying to move up. Brian Volk 30, AP ran 57, Farmer Smith in 7, and Jeff Smith 34. As Bobby Allensworth shows the way in car number 3. Volk on the inside, trying to get by. Bob Sibla. Bobby Allensworth out in front in car number 3. Looks to the outside of Bobby Allensworth. He slides a little bit. Bobby's able to maintain it. Sibla trying to get back underneath Volk. White flag has been displayed. One more time down the backstretch, still go. Out of 4, it's going to be Bobby Allensworth, Bob Sibla, Brian Volk. AP Wren, Farmer Smith, and Jeff Smith. This gentleman picked up a checker flag early in the season, and he comes back into victory lane tonight. In the late model class, winner of the second heat tonight from Coshocton, Ohio, it's Bobby Allensworth.
Number 3 car, he's second in the points in the late model class here at Mid-Vid Speedway. A nice round of applause for Bobby Allensworth.
Okay, before we move into the Ohio Modified class, for your next roofing job, give Householder Roofing a call at 740-922-9242. Number is area code 740-922-9242. For your next roofing job, Householder Roofing. Number to call. Doug Meyer in 31. Bob Kajinko Jr. in 09. I'll bring him in. Mark Howe in 9 and Glenn Jewell in 24. We got a green. Tommy Carr in 15. Kim Allensworth 1. And making his racing return to Midvale Speedway, number 55, Joe Nye. And on the outside of him in car number 3, Roger Miller. There goes Joe. And Roger Miller hitting hitting the guardrail almost in the same place of Chad Squires earlier this evening. Okay, one lap in, 7 to go. Mark Howell, Doug Meyer bringing them in. Doug Meyer out in front. I believe it's his third night or fourth night of racing, I believe.
Completed with the number 31 car of Doug Meyer in the lead.
Doug Meyer out in front. Oh, we got Joe Nye.
One more constant flag with 2 laps in and 6 laps to go.
Caution out. Here we go. 2 in, 6 to go.
Doug Meyer. Doug Meyer slips a little high coming out of
Glenn Jewell might have him going to 3.
turn 3. Meyer gives him plenty of room. Meyer gets up high that time. That's going to give the opening to Glenn Jewell.
Mark Howell challenging Doug now for that second spot. Doug Meyer off the pace at 31. Try again for Mark Howell. Doug Meyer in the infield.
Goes through the infield in the 31 car.
White flag.
Side-by-side battle.
Glenn Jewell takes him into turn 3. Out of 4. Glenn Jewell, Oscar Chico Jr., Tim Allensworth, Mark Howell, and Doug Meyer.
Work on the car and get it ready for later tonight when they'll run their 25-lap feature.
Okay, moving into the street stocks. Bob Eichel in 69. Keith Thomas in 34. Bill Hilliker in 27. Doug McMillan in 54. Joe Leinert in 28. Jimmy Warner 2. 48 is Ron Dake. 81 Russ Moore. 40 John Ramsey. 38 is Kevin McClintock. Here we go!
I didn't see what happened there. I was a little anticipating on a couple guys in the front, not as much guys behind.
Warehouse, located at the corner of Center and 5th Streets in Denison. Summer hours are 9 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursday, they're open 9 to 7. Saturday, 9 to 4. Stop in during our summer clearance sale, and we have living room suites, recliners, gliders, bedroom suites, beddings, dinette sets, and more, all on sale, price to go. New styles, new fabrics, clearance items, and more. All drastically reduced. Stop in Furniture Warehouse. We want to help you find value for your money. The fine sponsors of Mid-Vid Racing videos here at Midvale Speedway. The Furniture Warehouse, located at the corner of 5th and Center Street in Denison, Ohio. And we'll try this again. We restart. Doug out of shape. Keith Thomas in the lead in 34. Keith Thomas, your leader. Bob Eichel, second. Third, Bill Hilliker, last week's feature winner in car 27. Doug McMillan, Joe Leinert, Russ Moore, John Ramser, Kevin McClintock, and Jimmy Warner. Jamie Warner in the pit in car 2. Russ Moore trying the outside group, trying to get by Joe Leinert. Joe Leinert loops into turn 2. Caution on the track. Caution on the track. Here we go. John Ramser showing smoke. He takes to the pits, 40 in the pits. White flag out. Keith Thomas down the backstretch. Doug McMillan, Russ Moore, Bob Eichel, Joe Leinert, Kevin McClintock, and in the infield with Bill Hilliker in 27.
The 34 car will be Keith Thomas. Second spot. 54 to Packard Drive, Thomas Body Shop, top 34 car, that would be Doug McMillan.
Okay, this young gentleman, no stranger to victory lane. Keith Thomas in car 34.
Applause for Keith Thomas.
Okay, moving to the Detroits. Jimmy Orr, 28. Dan Gosser in 29. Dan Rimas, 7. Randy Doolan in 11. William Obule, 3T. Lee McCrary in 12 and Mickey Schaefer in 83. Pretty heavy smoke coming from Dan Gosser. Looks like he pulls off the track up in the out of the racing group. Jimmy Orr, Randy Doolan. Von Rupert Jr., William Obule, and Lee McCrary. Four in, 4 to go. Manufactured side by side, Jimmy Orr and Randy Doolin. They're still side by side in second, third, and fourth. Hot battle. William Obio into the third. White flag. Out of two down the backstretch. Randy Doolin now into the lead. Can he hold it? Going into three. Randy Doolin, Jimmy Orr, William Obio, Lee McCrary, Don Rupner, Nicky Schaefer.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, with Belinda Postel. Belinda Postel, please report to the ticket booth. That's Belinda Postel, please report to the ticket booth.
Okay, comes through the checkered flag. It's Randy Doolin from Mount Pleasant, Ohio. Okay, check. Green flag should be coming out second heat. Here we go. Impossible at 96 or 98. Roger Butler 99. Will Walker in 15. Tim Skinner 23. Stallmaker in 59. 10 John Cross and McMasters in 81. Tim Postel, your leader. Oh, he's blowing up.
And yes, the 23 car is able to keep it out of the wall. Nice job of driving by Tim Skinner as he got into the liquid.
Tim Postel hand grenaded a motor down the front stretch. Back out. Just back out. Tim Skinner and Roger Butler side by side. Halfway. Oh, they touch. And Rich Stallmaker slides in turn 2. Back out.
On the outside through is the number 23 car. The number 10 car, John Cross, starting to turn 2.
Roger Butler and Tim Skinner.
Still battling it out side by side for the top spot.
Roger Butler, Tim Skinner. Rich Stallmaker and Will Walker. White flag.
Outside through, going into turn number 1. He does slide high in turn 2.
Into turn 3, out of 4. Roger Butler, Tim Skinner, Richard Stallmaker, and Will Walker.
Rich Stallmaker third, Will Walker fourth. And coming home fifth is the number 81 car is Chester McMasters.
Chester McMasters, and he's blowing smoke. This gentleman a few weeks ago was looking the wrong way on a restart. Regrouped. He's having a fun time out here in the Detroit Iron class this year. Roger Butler in car 99, your second heat winner of the Detroit Irons.
Ray Dorsey, the winner of the $50 gift certificate this year, is your winner.
Okay, moving into the always exciting compacts. On the pole is Kevin Locker in 29.
On the outside of him, Jason Morgan.
Jason Morgan in car 2. Tim Rufner in 7. Shane Billinger in car 1. 10, Vince Martin. 48 is Mike Garbrand. 66, Curtis Collins. 21, Josh Grove, and 8, Tim Nagel. Through 1 and 2, now we're going through the S's.
Oh, and here a couple of the cars get together. I believe it's the 10 car of Vince Martin and 48 of Mike Garbrand.
Mike got a flat tire. Bad break for Mike Martin at 48. Kevin Locker out in front. Second is Damon Rupner. Third, Jason Morgan. Shane Billinger in car 1's in that 4th spot. We got a caution. Caution.
In a bad position. Should get a green flag this time by.
Here we go.
Billinger in that 3rd spot. In the number 1 car. Looks to the inside of Sammy Rufner. Of course, he'll be on the outside once they get to the road course part of the speedway. He's able to hang on the inside now, but he should be in pretty good shape coming out of
Shane Billinger in that 2nd spot. Off the track and back on. It's Curtis. Back in the infield.
We're going to have a big race there for a moment.
Vince Martin.
Vince Martin in the number 10 car almost went across the track at the intersection. Still Kevin Locker in the lead.
Curtis Collins, 66, back on the racetrack.
Josh Grove in that number 21 car looking to the outside of the 10 car. And Josh Grove goes into the ground and moves to number 5.
Shane Billinger in car 1 is caught. Kevin Locker, can he get by him now?
That 3rd spot, front running car for the 8 World Import Automotive car of Tim Nagel.
White flag. Oh, Shane Billinger might have him. They might have him. Shane Billinger pulls it off. Tim Nagel finished 2nd.
Josh Grove in 7th, the 66 car of Curtis Collins.
Okay. As he pulls to a stop down here. Picking up his first checker flag ever, I believe, here at Midvale Speedway, Shane Billinger.
Round of applause for the number 1 car. It looks like Animal Echo Racing on the side of that car.
Okay, moving to the 2nd heat. Vic Paul, I believe, is in 18 tonight. He got his appetite wet last week. He was filling in for Mike Martin. His car in car 6. BJ Dre in 99. John Leisure in car 12. 43 last week was driven by 6, Mike Martin, and 20, Brian Ridgway. There's a different driver in tonight in 43. It's not Otto.
The winner of the 2 tickets to the All the Lake was Larry Washburn. Well, Big Paul is in the lead in the 19th spot.
Big Paul still out in front, 18. BJ Dre in 99. John Leisure in 12.
John Leisure.
Oh, we got Brian Ridgway. He's able to continue.
We'll get that on the speedway and running in the final position.
John Leisure in 12:43 were a handbag looked like Bobby Allen and Richard Petty.
Big Paul, 43 and 12, come together once again.
Mike Martin now trying to get ready to John Leisure.
Martin in 6 and Leisure in 12, but we still have Big Paul in the lead. He has won a heat race already this season. He was driving the number 6 car.
And in the second, oh, he's starting to blow smoke.
Looks like he's got a little bit of smoke coming out of that one. Just misses those two of their tires on the inside.
He's able to come back. Here.
These two guys battle for the second spot. Big Paul pulls out to a lead. And the 2 cars are together. They just missed on the infield once again.
I think BJ was trying to show 43 the tire in the infield.
Big Paul, second spot.
White flag is out.
And in 6th place is Brian Ridgway. 43. And almost looks like he's going to try to go into the pit stop. Stay on the track. Push up the speedway. And the checkered flag is
Checker flag. Big Paul, BJ Dre. 43, 12 John Leisure, 6 Mike Martin and Brian Ridgway in car 20. This guy is 2 for 2 in heat race action. Jumped in a car last week of Mike Martin's car, number 6, brought home the heat win. He jumps in Johnny Broad's car number 18 and comes home in a heat win the second week. Put your hands together for the nice young gentleman, Vic Paul.
Number 18 car of this heat race, Vic Paul.
Okay, moving into the 25-lap feature. Here we go. Ryan Tedesco. Out in front of car 1, Mark Stryker 77, Bob Scott 44, Kenny Stevens 21. Caution on the track, we've got Jeff Smith in car 34 out of turn 4 in the infield. The rest of your lineup out there, after Kenny Stevens 21, we got Brian Volkin 30, Bobby Allensworth in the car 3, Ron J. Bird Jr. in car 2, car 7, Farmer Smith 57, AP Wren, Bob Sidla in 83, and of course there's Jeff Smith in turn 4 coming back on the track. With your race leaders out front, Mark Stryker 77, Ryan Tedesco in 1, Bob Scott 44, and Kenny Stevens in 21. Out of green that time. Ryan Tedesco in car 1 out in front, Mark Stryker second, Bob Scott on the inside in third. Now Kenny Stevens on the outside into third. Bobby Allensworth trying to move up in car 3.
Bobby Allensworth.
Tedesco, Kenny Stevens, Mark Stryker, Bob Scott.
Now using a high lane around the 22 car. The 77 of Mark Stryker. The inside of Bobby Allensworth for the fifth time.
Ryan Volk on the inside of Bobby Allensworth, trying to get fifth. Right in between the cones, Mark Stryker. He's all right. That's why we can laugh about it. He's all right.
You think he had his eyes closed again? We're going to have a brake check on the backstretch as everybody jumps in hard and gets on the brakes, but the green flag does happen.
Green flag's back out. Kenny almost had him. Allensworth now challenging for third. Bob Sibley's on the outside of Mark Stryker. Your race leaders, Brian Tedesco, Kenny Stevens, Bobby Allensworth, Brian Volk, flying to the outside. AP and Fred trying to move up on the outside of Mark Stryker. AP able to keep going. Him and Mark Stryker kind of touched through too. On the outside comes Brian Volk. AP Red now. Loops in turn 4.
So the yellow flag comes back out.
Okay, here we go.
You might want to watch. Green flag is out. Bob Sibley goes a little high. He goes up.
Bob Sibley in the pit.
The inside of Bobby Allensworth for the third spot. Allensworth in the Buckeye Precision Rico Fred.
Allensworth on the outside of Kenny Stevens trying to get second. Brian Tedesco still showing the way. Brian Volk in fourth. Coming out too, looks like Bobby's gonna have, no, here comes Kenny back. Brian Tedesco stows.
And I think they do, so that's good.
Mark Stryker and Ron J. Bird Jr. into the wall.
Corner number 4.
Allensworth looks to the outside of Kenny Stevens. Brian Volk sliding right under there. AP Ren now has moved up to fourth. Allensworth coming out too. Bobby Allensworth, Kenny Stevens on the inside. Farmer Smith, Brian Volk. middle went Brian Bolt. Moving back up the tail of the pack, all the way back up to the third spot. Five to go. Off the pace. Brian Volk, your race leader. Bobby Allen for second. Now get into that, trying to battle that second spot. White flag is out. Brian Volk's going to win unless he has a mechanical problem. Coming out of 4. Brian Volk. Bobby Allensworth, Ryan Tedesco, A.P. Brigg, Kenny Stevens, Jeff Smith, Bob Scott, Farmer Smith. Well, I believe this is the only repeat winner in the late models this year. I could be wrong. Well, your winner tonight from Canton, Ohio, and it was tonight's race sponsor at the racetrack, it's Brian Bolt.
The number 30 car, Brian Bolt. How about a big round of applause for Brian Bolt? No time. Transgender of the old man, Motor Speedway, won some big races down here itself. Midvale Speedway, it's about auto sales. All parts supplied, Rain Racing Engines, Port City Chassis. Sponsor number 30 car, Brian Bolt out of Canton.
There he is. He climbs out of his car. Brian Bolt.
I'll tell you what, you think that car runs good, go up to Bob's Auto Sales. All them cars up there run just as good as that is not.
Okay, moving into the street stock feature. 20 laps will go. Bob Eichel in 69. Pete Thomas 34. Joe Liner 28. Kevin McCulloch in 38. Jamie Warner in 2. Ron Daig in 48. Roger Liner in 77. Russ Moore 81. Bill Hilliger, last week's feature winner in 27. And Doug McMillan in 54. 20 laps still go. Here we go. Bob Eichel and Keith Thomas side by side. Pete takes it in the lead going into 3. Second, Jamie Warner trying to move up to 3rd, trying to get by Bob Eichel. Joe Liner on the outside. Doug McMillan now make a move yet in the back. Car for the lead. And then we got Kevin McClintock and Bob Eichel side by side. Jamie Warner on the inside now. Joe Liner. back on the inside. Ron Dagan and Roger Liner. There comes Russ Moore into it. There'll be 6 cars battle for that lead as Keith Thomas still shows the way. Dagan slid by Jamie Warner. Keith Thomas better watch. He'll try to get underneath of him any time now. Hanging on to second for his dear life. Oh, we got Russ Moore. Caution out on the track. We got Russ Moore, Kevin McClintock, Roger Leinert, Bill Hilliker, and Joe Leinert up there. Jamie Warner. Caution out on the track. Ron Day jumps to the outside.
Everybody's able to get by.
Keith knew he was coming and he just overdrove into turn 1. Here we go, 12 in, 8 to go. Keith Thomas, Ron Day, Jamie Warner bringing them in. Coming out for Ron Day, your new leader. Keith Thomas hanging on to second.
Also, the 25th car, Chad Squires got up on that wall. I believe the 18th car in contact. And Paul got on the wall earlier this evening.
Go. Off the pace in 28, taking to the pits. Ron Day out in front. 5 to go. Keith Thomas in second. Jamie Warner charging hard on the outside in third. And Russ Moore. Kevin McClintock and Bob Eichel out there racing. Showing the way is Ron Digg in 48. Caution coming out. Okay, getting ready to go back to racing. Less than 5 laps to go. 16 in, 4 to go, I guess. Jamie Warner challenging Keith Thomas for that second spot. Into it for battling. Kevin McClintock and Bob Eichel out there. As Ron Digg is pulling away from the field. White flag. Ron Digg out in front. Russ Moore now into third. Ron Digg is your winner. Keith Thomas, Russ Moore, Jamie Warner, Kevin McClintock, and Bob Eichel.
Rounding out the field is the number 69 car, 5th place, Bob the Animal Eichel.
Ron Digg, your feature winner tonight. Number 48, Ron Digg, your feature winner. In the Selway Heating and Cooling, number 48, Ron Digg. Okay, here's the 20 lap high modified. Doug Meyer 31, Paul Pacheco Jr. 09, Mark Howell 9, Glenn Jewell 24, Tommy Carr 15, Tim Allensworth in 11, Joe 9, 55. Roger Miller in 3, Mike Abram check at 56. Doug Meyer. Second, Mark Howell. Third, Tommy Carr. Fourth, Tim Allensworth. Fifth, Glenn Jewell, and then Bob Pacheco Jr., and then Joe Nye. Sliding down the infield. He's able to keep her going. Back under racing. Doug Meyer out in front. Mark Howell second. Tommy Carr third. Glenn Jewell, Bob Pacheco Jr. Tommy Carr third. Glenn Jewell in that fourth spot. Caution out on the track.
On the bottom groove, pushing out like he has been. He also had a battle between Glenn Jewell and
Mark Howe inherits the lead. Tommy Carr second, Glenn Jewell third. Bob Pacheco Jr., Tim Allensworth, and then Doug Meyer. Tim Allensworth trying to get by Bob. Mark Howe still your leader. Tim Allensworth now is trying to catch Glenn Jewell. Glenn pulls on the outside of Tommy Carr. Mark Howe a few weeks ago flipped that baby over during qualifying, or hot lap session here. Well, he's got the bugs worked that back out of it right now. Tommy Carr not giving up. 5 to go. Glenn Jewell now, one more time, pulls on the outside. Here comes Tim Allensworth. Tim now on the inside of Glenn Jewell. Doug Meyer in the infield.
So Glenn Jewell battling with Tim Allensworth once again won that third spot.
Your leader still, Mark Howe. Tommy Carr in second, Glenn Jewell third. Fourth is Tim Allensworth and Bob Pacheco Jr. They're side-by-side battle for that second spot. Tommy Carr, Glenn Jewell. White flag falls on Mark Howe. Glenn Jewell, Tommy Carr side-by-side. Oh, now he's caught him. At the line, Mark Howe. Pretty good finish, man. Well, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, this gentleman ended up on his top during hot lap session. He hit the wall, I believe. And he's come back and picked up the modified feature for this evening. Mark Howe in car number 9. There's your race winner. You get the checker flag and a trophy from the flagman. His picture taken. Mark Howe in car number 9. Okay, moving the Detroit Iron feature. 20 laps he'll go. Richard Stallnaker and Roger Butler will bring him in. going for the lead. Dan Gosser takes her to the fifth at 29. Stallnaker 59, Lee McCrary in 12, Tim Skinner in 23, Will Walker 15, Don Roofer Jr. 7, 11, Randy Dooley, William Oville 3T, Nicky Schaefer in 83, Roger Butler 99, John Cross 10, and McMasters in 81. The second now. Richard Stallnaker in third, Randy Dillon fourth, Will Walker on the outside hanging on to fourth. Stallnaker got his hands full for third. Will Walker on the outside. Will into third. Now Lee McCrary has run down Jimmy Orr. Going to have his hands full. For first and second and third and fourth. Lee McCrary in the lead. Jimmy Orr coming back. Randy Dillon in the third. Will Walker fourth. Trying to get on the outside of Don Roofer Jr. Tim Skinner and Richard Stallnaker into it. Second. Randy Dillon home on the third with Will Walker fourth. Your battle, the fifth between Don Roofer Jr. and William Oville. Then we got another tight battle back here between Tim Skinner, Richard Stallnaker, and Nicky Schaefer. John Cross and Roger Butler out there racing. Ricky Schaefer, Richard Stallnader, and Roger Butler. Picking up the feature in the Detroit Irons tonight. He's been only racing for a couple weeks back. His brother borrowed his car last week, I believe. It's Lee McCreary in car 12.
How about a nice round of applause for your Detroit Iron feature winner, Lee McCreary.
Okay, moving into the last event of the evening. The exciting compacts, 29. White flag has been displayed. Kevin Locker, Jason Morgan in 2. Tammy Rupner 7, Shane Villager in number 1. We got a green. Kurt Collins in 66. Tim Nagel in 8. Mike Garvin 48. Josh Grove 21. I believe Mike Garbrandt stuck up there on the guardrail. Bad break for Mike. Vince Martin in 10 trying to move up. Brian Ridgway in 20. Mike Martin in 6. John Leisure 12. Caution out. After Mike Martin back there, we got B.J. Dre, Vic Paul, Shane Villager, Mike Garbrandt, and Tim Nagel. Getting by Tammy Rupner for 4th. Josh Grove in 3rd. Tammy Rupner 5th. Brian Ridgway. Vince Martin. Mike Martin. John Leisure. Mike Garbrandt. B.J. Dre going a lap down. B.J. 1 to go. Oh, the leader. Here comes the race winner. Tim Nagel, Josh Grove, Kevin Locker, Tammy Ruker, Brian Ridgway, Vince Martin, Mike Martin, Shane Billinger, Tom, or calling that all night, it's Mike Martin, Mike Garbrandt, excuse me, Mike, Kurt Collins, BJ Dre out there racing. Here's your race winner, the last event of the evening for July 17th, 1999.
How about a big round of applause?
Tim Nagel.
Row number 2, the number 20 of Brian Ridgway, and the number 37, Terry McKnight. In row number 3 is the number 12 car of John Caesar, and the number 35 of John McKnight. Then we have the number 17 car of Aaron Pockler, and the number 36 of Kelly McKnight. He's the son of the number 37 of Terry McKnight. The number 6 car is Mike Martin. Driving the number 71, Dave Pringle. This weekend's fast qualifier, the number 25 car is Steve Archer. Driving number 8 is Tim Nagel, and rounding out the field the number 2, I believe Jason Morgan driving today. 20 laps of green flag racing action to start off. Qualifying is 99. Here on Sunday, October 3rd. Once again, it's the number 44 of Dave Maloney, number 26 car of Mike Lawyer. 20 laps of green flag racing action. Coming out of turn 4, we should see a green flag from flag man Bernie Booth. It's in the air. Green flag is out. Number 26 car of Mike Lawyer. Coming to the early lead. Terry McKnight also coming to the outside. Dave Maloney dropping back and forth to the number 44. Up to third position, coming down to the complete. Lap number 1, the 71 is Dave Pringle high. We do have a battle for I got lucky. Import Automotive, sponsor number 8 car, the winner of the 20-lap feature to start today's program in the compact class. A nice round of applause for Tim Nagel.